Welcome back to the channel to another football vlog, and yes, that is 3 matches in 2 weeks. So we saw Cheltenham take on Bradford City, we then watched Aston Villa versus Bournemouth on the weekend, and now the midweek EFL game between Aston Villa and Crystal Palace. But of the 3 games, I think this is going to be a really interesting one. It's going to be hard to pick who is going to win, especially after Crystal Palace came away with their first win of the season against Tottenham at Selhurst Park, taking them out of the relegation zone and putting them into 17th position. And then obviously on the weekend, if you've not seen the game already, Aston Villa took on Bournemouth, where Bournemouth scored a 96th minute equaliser at Villa Park, which unfortunately was heartbreaking for all of us Villa fans. But we had a great day anyway, as we were able to go to the Oak Room hospitality at Villa Park, where we got a 5-course meal, got to go down to pitch side and see the players, and also got to walk through the tunnel before the players came out onto the pitch. So if you've not checked that one out, I definitely recommend going to check that out after this video. But it will be really interesting to see what Unai Emery does today, whether he puts out the youngsters to try and rest some of the first team players as they have been playing in both the Champions League and the Premier League recently, or whether he just plays our usual squad. It'd be good to see Mings and Kamara and players like that coming out onto the pitch who have been injured all this time. And it would also be good to see Emi Buendia getting back out on that pitch and scoring some goals. I do think Crystal Palace will come out guns blazing and try and get a victory in today's game, as I feel like this is all they're really going to be playing for this season. But you never know, after that 1-0 victory at Selhurst Park against Tottenham, maybe their confidence will be brewing and they'll start heading their way up that Premier League table. I still do think Aston Villa will get the win today though, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Villa. Maybe a goal scored by Emi Buendia if he is on the pitch. And it'd also be nice to see Leon Bailey starting and maybe getting a goal for himself to try and boost his confidence a little, as I feel he's been a little bit off form recently, so it'd be nice to see him score. But without further ado, let's get to the stadium. So we've arrived at the station. It was quite lucky really, because the trains that we were getting were perfectly on time, so we were able to just cross the platform, get onto the next train and then head over to Villa Park. We then popped over to the usual fish and chippy, and I ended up with some sausage and chips. My dad got some chicken as well, and that was all very tasty. And it was kick-off. After seeing the starting lineups from both of the teams, I wasn't very confident with how we were going to do today, but come on Villa. So Aston Villa with an early chance here as Leon Bailey goes down the wing. He cuts inside, takes a shot, but it's an easy stop for the goalkeeper. Another chance here for Aston Villa, lays it back, Leon Bailey! Oh, and if he'd scored that, maybe that would have brought his confidence back. But Eze, with the header into that bottom right-hand corner, puts the Eagles ahead 1-0.
Tyrone Mings had
Eze unfortunately did go off injured, being replaced by Daichi Kamada. Maybe a chance here for Palace again as they work their way forwards. No defender coming out. They do eventually. Chance for them to put the ball across. Header, and it is just over the crossbar. Now here's a chance for Aston Villa. Nice little dink across. Leon Bailey with the ball. Can he get this one across? He does. To John Duran. He takes a shot and he slots it into that bottom left-hand corner. A great finish there from John Duran in that 23rd minute. And there's the signature celebration. Aston Villa somehow keeping hold of the ball just then. It's been dinked across, maybe a chance here for John Duran to get the shot off, puts it back across, deflection almost goes in, the second deflection almost goes in as well. John McGinn just whiskers away from scoring a second for Aston Villa. Jeffrey Schlupp coming on now for Adam Wharton. I'm not sure if that was another injury. Short corner taken, laid back, maybe the dink across, it's a nice little dink, easy collect for the goalkeeper. Crystal Palace with a few other opportunities here. They take the shot, another blocks, and eventually Aston Villa clear their lines. Maybe another chance here for Philogene. Oh, but he's not gone for the shot or anything there really, and he's gone out of play. Bailey now trying to get this ball across, manages to do so to Mings, lays it back, John McGinn with the strike, blocked. Maybe a second opportunity here, Bailey turns on it. Unfortunately that's way wide. Maybe an opportunity for a counter-attack here. John Duran makes his way forward, slots it down the line for the youngster, tries to get it back into the centre. Unfortunately, the keeper can come and collect.
3 minutes added time.
Scrappy end to this first half by the looks of it. John Duran goes down after trying to take the ball off him. Now see what Philogene can do. Plays it around with Matson there on that right hand side. Lovely little 1-2. Maybe another opportunity here to try and get a shot off. Just before half time would be a great time to score. Lovely play. Lays him off. Takes a shot. Oh my God, it looks like he's been shot. Jesus. Laid back, maybe a chance here to get the ball across. Puts it back in towards the centre. Switch sides to Leon Bailey, takes the shot, and that is going to be the last shot of the first half. Not really too much has happened so far in this first half. Neither team really deserved to be ahead, and now we're going to make our way into the second half. Couple of half opportunities so far for both teams, but nothing really that's going to break that deadlock. And a way over hit there from Hughes. Free kick in a good position there for Crystal Palace. Nothing comes from it though. Maybe a chance for a counter-attack as McGinn works his way forwards. Will he send Duran? Oh, and it's just too far ahead of him. More opportunities. The deflection goes nicely for Crystal Palace, but the cross is just too long. Maybe another chance to put the ball across. They do. Nice clearance. Maybe a chance for Philogene to get going. It's got to be a free kick. No, the referee doesn't give a foul there. Seems to be a little bit lenient with some of these tackles.
That was blatant.
Through ball, can they get the ball across? Mings with a great bit of defending there, and it is cleared, but only to them. They take the shot, that one's just wide. Oh, Aston Villa mess around with it at the back, maybe a chance here, and Daichi Kamada with the finish to now make it 2-1 to Crystal Palace. He goes and celebrates there with the away end. And there's a free kick from Diego Carlos. Gets caught out at the back, and then he has to bring them down to get the yellow. Maybe an opportunity here. It's a good free kick position. They take the shot straight into the wall, and the second shot is way over. Not as good as his goal just a few minutes before. Aston Villa with a few strikes from outside the box, but nothing that's going to trouble the goalkeeper. Jean-Philippe Mateta gets a yellow for an elbow there, following a header. And then it's a triple substitution as Lamare Bogard comes on for John McGinn. Jamal Denjamo Alaba comes on for Emi Buendia, and Caden Young comes on for Leon Bailey.
72, Caden Young.
Hopefully these youngsters will make that difference, but it doesn't look like it's going to be our day today. Another corner for Crystal Palace, headed away. Second corner gets whipped in, and well caught from the goalkeeper. Now some double substitution here for Crystal Palace as Ismaili Sarr comes on for Eddie Nketiah. And Nathaniel Klein coming on for Jeffrey Schlupp, who was actually subbed on in the first half. Pass across to Mings. Oh, he's lost out here. He's brought him down. But that is going to be a yellow card for Tyrone Mings in that 89th minute. It's good to see him back though, regardless of that yellow card.
4 minutes added time.
Oh, nice little play here from Crystal Palace, but there's no chance. The angle was too tight for him to score. Aston Villa with a couple of chances up on the other side of the pitch. Can they take the shot and score maybe? Doesn't look like they can get it across. And that was full time. Honestly, not a great performance there from Aston Villa whatsoever. So I was pretty happy that the full time whistle went. If I could have gone back and predicted right at the start after seeing the lineup, I probably would have predicted an Aston Villa loss, as we did take 8 of our usual starting 11 out of the squad, and most of them weren't even on the bench either, so a lot of them were left at home to rest, which is good for us, especially with the Champions League and the Premier League to go for this season. Crystal Palace didn't make too many changes either from their starting 11 against Tottenham, so they came out guns blazing, scored a quick goal, but then Eze did go off injured, which could be a blow for Crystal Palace, but I don't think the injury looked too bad, so I'm pretty sure we'll probably be playing on the weekend. Even though we were so poor, I didn't actually think that Crystal Palace played that well either, but they did obviously deserve the win as they had the better chances. We played around the back, gave away possession, and they scored that second goal, and then we couldn't really get back into it. 2 players though from Villa that I was really disappointed in was Leon Bailey and Philogene. I don't understand what happened with Philogene. He just didn't seem to get in the game at all. He lacked confidence, to be honest. I thought he was going to take on a few players, get past them. He didn't make really that many good runs either, so hopefully his confidence will come back at some point. Leon Bailey had a really good chance as well in the first half. If he'd scored that, maybe it would have been a different story, but I think he's stuck in a bit of a rut. He played so well last season, so it'd be good to see him get back out of that rut and back in form like he was last season. I did think the refereeing was a bit off as well, but I don't think it would have made too much of a difference to the scoreline. We weren't going to score. I think if we added on another 20, 30 minutes, we still wouldn't have scored. But it was nice to see Unai Emery try out a couple of the youngsters towards the end as well, taking off John McGinn, Emi Buendia and the likes of that, and putting on some of our academy players that have come up through the academy, and maybe see them have a little bit of a runabout, and then hopefully in the future they'll be the stars for Aston Villa. It was great to see Tyrone Mings back out on the pitch though, his first start for I think 16 months he's been out for, and it was also Boubacar Kamara's first start as well, so that was nice to see both of them back playing, and they were probably 2 of the better players in today's game. I know Mings gave it away right at the end and almost conceded, but got a yellow card instead. But besides that, he played pretty well. I thought he was fairly solid, didn't do too much wrong, and won a lot of headers. So I do hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, do make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. I don't think I'm going to be attending many more games this year, so thankfully that's probably a good thing for Aston Villa, as I seem to be the unlucky charm at the moment. A draw and a loss, not ideal really, but fingers crossed we can perform against Spurs on the weekend. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.